Hello, people. Hello, people. Hello, people. We are set. All right. We are set to roll. We are set to talk about how to sell a lot of digital products. In a very very short period of time. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to kickstart this live session. And if you are busy, if you are doing anything before, and you're not paying attention, you really need to stay focused because what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to give you a blueprint on how to sell your digital products every single week. I'm going to just give you a blueprint around it and then run away from the call. All right. So what I'm basically going to do is to give you a blueprint around selling digital products online at very very affordable price, making your money, and selling at least 100 every single week. So if you're on the call and you can hear me, let me know in the comment section that you can hear me. If you're on the call and you can hear me, let me know in the comment section that you, my friend, can hear me. All right. Let's go, guys. 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 If you can hear me in the comment section, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know so that I can know you know if I'm the only one in class. All right. All right. Thank you, Wisdom. Wisdom, is this the first time you're attending this live session? This is the first time you're attending the live session. All right. You're welcome, Wisdom. You're welcome, Wisdom. You are welcome, Wisdom. Okay. So, guys, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you to be in this live webinar tonight? On a scale of 1 to 10, if you are to rate your excitement on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you to actually be in this webinar tonight, listening to our conversation? I try to learn how you can sell at least 100 digital products every single week. How excited are you to be here? Let me look at the comments. All right. How excited are you guys to be here? Let me see. 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 Okay, how excited? I know you are excited, but on a scale of 1 to 10, how really, really excited are you to be here? Like, are you 9% excited, or are you excited by 9? Are you excited by 8? Are you excited by 10? How excited are you to be here? All right, I can see 10. I can see 10 and a lot of very excited, and I'm excited. I was saying on a scale of 1, on a scale of 1 to 10. You guys are not giving me your skills. All right, you guys are not giving me your skills. But let me call them on the group so they can tell. Okay, somebody is saying 11. Okay, that's just a lot of excitement, by the way. That's just a whole lot of excitement. All right. Now, while we wait for other people, if you have any question relating to ads, maybe you're running ads and you are having an issue, or there's something that when it has to do with ads, there's something you've always wanted to do that you cannot do well, or there's a problem that you're trying to solve, or there's a question that has been on your mind for a very very long time. All right, that you're basically trying to answer. This is the best time to put such questions in the comment section. Okay. If you have any question, regarding ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, how to get results for yourself, how to get results for your clients, this is actually the best time to put it in the comment section because when we start, we are going to end this call by exactly 9 p.m. When we start, we won't have that luxury of time, and we won't also have that luxury of patience to be able to attend to all the questions. Okay. So within the next 5 minutes, if you have any question, just do well to drop it in the comment section. It is very, very important. Okay. If you have any question in the next 5 minutes, do well to drop it in the comment section. It is very, very important. Okay. So Create Digitals, if you have any question, let's see it in the comments. Stanley, if you have any question, let's see it in the comments. Wisdom, if you have any question, let us also get to see your question in the comment section. All right. If you have any question, let's get to see your question in the comment section. Let's go, guys. Let's go, guys. Let's go, guys. Let's go. I've not seen any question. Is it just my eyes or what? I've not seen any question in the comments. I'm coming. I'm trying to get other members to join from the group chat. Okay. I'm trying to get other members to join from the group chat. Okay. What do you recommend as the minimum budget someone can have per day for Facebook ads? It depends on what you are trying to do. If you are trying to do sales, direct sales, I always advise you to use 3K per ad set. All right, not your total ad budget too. 3K per ad set. It means that you can actually create many multiple ads and add 3K per ad set. For each ad set that you create, add 3K. If the ad set is performing, then you now have to start scaling it gradually. All right. But if you are doing lead generation ads, what is lead generation ads? A kind of ad whereby people either have to interact with you or people either have to attend the webinar, before they can make payments. That is a lead generation ad. All right. Or you want to actually have a call with business owners before you pitch your ideas to them, or before you pitch sales to them. All right, that's a lead generation ad. For that one, I always advise you to start with at least 5,000 naira and above for that lead generation ads. Okay. Is there a way I can run Facebook ads and it won't require much money? When you say much money, like how much are we actually talking about here? Are we talking about 20,000 naira? Are we talking about 50,000 naira? Are we talking about 200,000 naira? So when you say much money, you need to actually define how much, or you need to actually define what you mean by much money. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, now guys, I'm into class now. Just pay attention. Whatever I'm going to show you in class would actually help just anybody set up as of start products and scale them. Okay, guys, do you know that just anyone, okay, just anybody, let me come again, just anybody can set up ads comfortably. Just anybody can set up ads and become very successful at it. All right, just anyone can set up ads and become very successful at it. So you too, you can set up ads and get crazy results if only you know a format. Remember, everything I'm talking about is related to digital products. Okay, everything I'm talking about is related to digital products. All right. Now guys, now remember, just anyone can set up ads and get crazy results if only you know the format. All right. Now, this does not require you to start posting every day. No, in fact, on my Instagram, I post like once or three times every week, and people buy from my ads every single day. Apart from yesterday and today that I lost my Facebook account, I actually run ads to get sales every single day. All right. And this method I'm about to expose to you is a very easy, it's a very easy and tricky method. Because I see a lot of people bust their heads, like they really go ahead to bust their heads, you know, they really go ahead to bust their heads looking for posting ideas that they need to be doing every single day. But the truth is, for you to get to this level, okay, for you to actually be able to get to this level, you don't need to start spending a lot of time trying to create a lot of content, especially if you are selling digital products. All right. So I just wanted to debunk that myth immediately. Now, by the end of this session, you're going to have a clear view on the step-by-step guide or the step-by-step processes you should employ if you actually plan to sell 100 plus digital products in 7 days using either Instagram or Facebook ads. Okay. Now, you can do this even if you've never done ads before. Even if you've never done anything like ads before, you can do this. So, number one, choose the right products. Okay. Choose the right products. Now, you can sell something that everybody else is selling, but sell that particular thing in a different and unique way. So I'm already doing a program called Viral Ads. You can also sell a program like this We have to sell it in your own unique way. You have to actually sell something. Maybe you can even just do something as cliche as affiliate marketing, or something as cliche as Amazon KDP, all those products and programs that a lot of people already know about. You can choose to do something as cliche as that. But what you want to do is you actually want to sell it in a different way. For example, my friend is selling a freelancing course, and what is his own selling method? His own selling point is that everybody they are on Upwork and Fiverr, and they are not really getting great jobs. But you yourself, you can actually go ahead to get an account with your Facebook or Instagram account, reach out to clients and get them to pay you without using Upwork, without using Fiverr and collecting low payments. All right, and he called this the backdoor penetration method. And that ad is doing crazy. Is giving him crazy ass results. You know why? Because he chose the right product and he found a unique way to sell it. So when somebody comes to say, "Oh, I'm selling a product on digital marketing and it's not selling," the first problem there is that you are not selling it in a very unique way. That's the first problem there. Number one, you're not selling that particular product in a very unique way. All right. Now, not every product works well with paid ads. When I say paid ads, I don't mean the kind of ads that they are going to come to your DM to have an interaction with you before they buy. That's not the kind of ad I'm talking about. I'm simply talking about the kind of ad that they will just go to the website and buy directly. Okay? So all products work well. A lot of products work well, but not every product is going to give you great results with ads. Now, how do you even pick a winner? How do you pick a winning product? All right? Choose a very simple low ticket product. I always say this. If you want to get winning results with ads, always choose a very simple low ticket product. All right. You can have an upsell later. Pick a product from around 3K to 10K. Okay. Pick a product of around 3K to 10K. Now, when you pick that product of around 3K to 10K, the next thing you want to do now is you want to actually deliver results so that when people are buying their products, they are going to feel like they cheated you. They cheated you because the kind of value that they are getting for that product is bigger than what they are paying for. And then you upsell something else to them again. That is going to give you crazy ass results. It's going to give you more results than you trying to pack leads to WhatsApp group and then sell something of 20, 30, 40, 50K to them. This method for me, it always works. It always works. No matter the brand I'm working with or for, no matter the product I'm selling. I just look for a cheaper method or a cheaper value I can give out at almost free rates. Let's say 3,000 naira is almost free. Something I can give out as almost free rates, give this stuff out to people and then, upsell something of great value to them for people that are very, very interested. And you guys know me too well. I do this a lot and I've done this over and over and over and over again. All right. Now, guys, I'm trying to switch my screen. Now, if you want to sell this kind of products, because you want to upsell, try as much as possible for these products not to solve so many problems because you actually need to be able to deliver. If you program these products to sell so many problems, you may not be able to deliver because you're actually selling so many problems and solutions to them. Okay, pick one specific problem and solve it wholeheartedly. So, for example, I don't know, maybe you are into network marketing. You can just create a product on how to succeed using language or how to succeed using Kedi and go all out to make that product very, very, very sustainable. And then you can now do an upsell that okay, if you want to register through me, register through my referral link, send me a DM or let's jump on a call. It works like I said, it works like crazy and it works almost all the time. All right. Now let's proceed to the next slide. You see, I'm rushing because I have a lot to cover. Now, what you actually want to do is to find strategies, ways, and techniques to make sure they don't waste later before they buy that product. Okay, you really need to find strategies, ways, and techniques to make sure they don't waste later before they buy that product. You need to actually find ways to make sure they buy that product immediately they are seeing the ads. So what do? You give easier impulses to buy. You give easier impulses to buy. Number one, you debunk a myth. And then number two, you create smart scarcity. Don't worry, we're going to talk more about that when we get there. Okay. Now we now go to step two. Create a highly converting offer. All right. Create a highly converting offer. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are still with us, can you leave an emoji in the comment section? If you're following me right now, do well to leave an emoji in the comment section. Okay. If you're following me right now, just do well to follow to leave an emoji in the comment section. Remember, what is step one? Step one is to find a product that is easy to sell. All right. Now, when you found that product, when you have that product in your head, or even before creating the product, the next thing you want to do right now is that you want to craft a highly converting offer. What do I mean when I say offer? By offer, I mean that thing you're telling money. That is an offer. So these people now that want to sell a product K to 10K to, waiting we go tell them, we go make them give us their money. That is a very big question. What are we going to tell to them? Or what are we going to tell them rather that will make them give us their money? Okay. Number one, just remember, people don't buy products, they buy transformations. Okay. So you need to pitch to them the kind of results that they're going to get when they actually get that your time frame with which they are going to get that results. Okay. You need to pitch to them the kind of results that they are going to get and the time frame with which they are going to get that kind of results. All right. So people don't just buy products, they buy transformations, they buy programs that are going to transform them. All right. So how do you actually leverage this transformation to make sure they pay in your ads? Now observe, we'll spend 60 minutes here and I've not actually gone to the ads library or I've not actually gone to the ads manager. We'll spend 16 minutes and I've not actually gone to ads manager because it's not about the ad setup like I always say. It is what you do during and before the ad setup that actually determines the kind of conversion that you are going to get. All right. Now let me move to the next slide. Now, for example, you want to sell an ebook that is a free guide for or that is a guide for freelancers. Don't just come and say, I have this ebook to sell, blah blah blah. No, you have to make it an offer. Like, guys, if you want to learn how to get maybe 100K every single month as a freelancer, then you need to buy this ebook. All right. If you want to learn how to get do this and see, it's not a single word. All right. It's not a single word that is the offer. For example, viral ads is not the offer. Viral ads is simply, guys, if you want to learn how to run ads and get results anytime you run ads, buy this product. And a lot of people bought the product. So far, over 700 people have gotten my viral ads program. All right. And if my Facebook account was not taken down yesterday, we would have had over by now maybe over 800 people that have gotten the program. It is because we're not just selling the name, we're selling the transformation. Okay, let me buttress further. All right. If you really want to get results, you want to get results from the kind of ads you are running for digital, you want to actually be doing 100 sales per week. Always make sure, always make sure there is audience and bonuses. Always make sure that it is at that moment they met the ad or it's at that moment they saw the ad. That is when they are going to make payments. Don't do your ad in such a way that they can make payments at any time. If there's one thing I've learned in the course of me running ads, okay? If there's one thing I've learned in the course of me running ads, is the fact that you don't leave customers to make their decision when they want to. You tell them when you want them to make their buying decisions. What am I talking about? I'm simply talking about giving them timelines with which they can make payments. It's not just come to you and make payments whenever they want. No, tell them when to make payment. Tell them, oh, it's 3,000 naira this week. By the time you come next week, it may not be 3,000 naira again. Tell them that first so and so number of people that want to get this will actually get this at so and so rates. You could say, okay, the first 50 people that will sign up will get a bonus on Canva template, blah blah blah. I'm just giving a random example. So if this urgency pattern is not in your ad is going to suffer. Okay, this urgency part, if it's not in your ad is going to suffer because people are going to think they will keep seeing the ad over and over again, which means they can now pay whenever they want to pay. And that's one of the things that you want to really, really avoid. Okay, that's one of the things that you want to really, really avoid. So you always want to see, just make sure you tick them one after the other when you are creating your digital products. Make sure you tick them one after the other. Ask yourself, am I adding urgency to this product? All right. Am I adding urgency to this stuff? Am I adding extra bonuses to this stuff? Do you understand? If not, your product is going to tank. Just a sec. If not, your product is simply going to tank. All right. Now, you also need to use testimonials. Let me tell you something. Even if it's just a headline you put there, and the testimonials there, they are very, very great. Even if it's just the headline you put there, and the testimonials there are very, very great, guys, you will get results. Even if it's just the headline of the products that you place there, and the testimonials on your landing page or on your website, they are very, very great, you're going to get results. Now, before I continue, I want to state this, that if you have questions around everything I've been saying, make sure you drop it in the comment section, because we want to be out of here before 10 p.m. Okay? We don't have time to start waiting for questions and answers. We've done that already. Now, when you've created your killer offer, the next thing you want to do right now is to create your killer landing page. What is a landing page? Before they bring out their money and pay for that stuff that they want to pay for, you want them to actually come to your landing page, get more information, and take action. All right, look at what I wrote here. I said the purpose of the ad is to drive people to the landing page. The purpose of the ad is not to make them buy. So if you are running ads, the purpose of you running that ad is not to make them buy. It is to simply drag people to the landing page. So your landing page simply closes the deal. Your landing page simply closes the deal. All right. Now, guys, use a simple mobile optimized sales page. There are a lot of platforms nowadays that you can use to create your sales page. In the sense that, you know, ah, you guys are saying you cannot see my screen. Ruth, can you see my screen? Ruth, you're online and you commented recently. Create Digital, you commented recently. Can you see my screen? Let me see. Let me even join the call myself, my other phone. And see. Okay. I can't see my screen either. Let me present it again. Uh, okay, my screen is back up now. My screen is back up now. So use a mobile optimized sales page. Okay. Use a mobile optimized sales page. What it simply means is that your sales page needs to be optimized 100%. Okay, guys, I can see my screen now. So if if you cannot see my screen, just let me know. If you can still see my screen, let me know. I'll appreciate the feedback. All right. So always use a mobile optimized landing page or a sales page. There are a lot of platforms that can help you do that. There is Seller. If you are in Nigeria, Seller makes it very, very easy for you. Seller makes it very, very a lot more easy for you to sell digital products. Okay, it makes it very, very easy for you to sell. Don't even stress yourself over it. Okay, don't even stress yourself over it. With Seller, you could easily get results. Now, your landing page or your sales page must have a clear headline. All right, if possible, tick all of these things before you start designing. Just go to Seller. It's very simple. Just drag and drop and type in. It must have a clear headline. It must have the benefits, what people are going to benefit. And personally, for me, I love adding in timelines that these people are going to benefit from it. Okay. And it must have a lot of testimonials. It must have a lot of testimonials and a lot of social proof. And it must also have a bold call to action. All right. It must also have a very, very bold call to action. What is a bold call to action? Something that people have to click on, to take action. So you don't just say take action. No, your call to action must be very, very bold and it must be optimized. Okay. Then finally, you set up ads. I'm going to quickly run over what you need to do if you want to set up ads. What are the things that you should watch out for if you want to set up ads? Number one, use Meta Ads Manager, not to boost posts. Okay, don't go and post the don't go and post the stuff on Instagram or on Facebook, and then you want to just boost posts. No, use Meta Ads Manager. If you are running ads that are viral ads, you understand what I'm talking about when I said use Meta Ads Manager. All right, and also if you really want to get results, also don't use traffic objective. When you want to set up the campaign, it's going to ask you which objective you want to use. Always make sure you use sales or conversion objective. I don't think on your Facebook you're going to see it as sales. Sorry, I don't think you're going to see it as conversion. All right, I think you're going to see it as sales. Okay, like a month ago you actually see it as conversion, but right now you see it as sales. I don't know about your Facebook, but that's what my Facebook shows, and that is that is the reason I'm putting it up here. All right. Now you also need to find interests that are related to your niche. If you go to the viral ads program, you will see where I was talking about interest. If you actually go to the program, all right, you will see where I was talking about interest. So you need to start using interests that are related to your niche. Don't just use any interest that comes to your mind. Use the interest that you feel your target audience would actually be interested in. Okay. Now always use age and location to run your ads. Like personally for me, I just like to put my ads between 20 years to 50 years. If I'm selling low ticket digital products, if I'm generating leads, I put it as 23 years to 45 years. Okay. But for you, 20 to 45 years always work. 20 years to 45 years, they always, 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 always work. All right. Now, if you are setting up your ad, the video you want to use for your ad, how long should it be? The video you want to use for your ad should be around 1 minute, 30 seconds. Okay? Because if it is too short, it's not going to cover enough information around what they are going to learn when they buy on digital products. But if it is too long, it becomes boring. But if it is around 1 minute, 30 seconds, it is more than enough. Like it's just like a mini sketch, short enough to cover the subject matter, and sorry, long enough to cover the subject matter and short enough to capture attention. Okay. Then step 5, do your 7 days test run. And in these 7 days, if you actually do your campaign setup very, very well, in these 7 days, you should actually start getting results. In these 7 days, you should actually start getting your results. Okay. So how do you budget? If you want to budget, always start with like 3,000 naira to 5,000 naira per day. I advise you to start with 3,000 naira per day. Okay. For each asset you want to use 3,000 naira per day. Test that ad set with a video. Don't worry, just write it down. When you are going to the course on viral ads, you're going to understand what I mean. Test that ad set with a video. Okay. So just budget anywhere between 3,000 naira to 5,000 naira per day. So if you want to set up 20 ad sets, just on the out of all of these 20 ad sets, each ad set is going to cost you just 3,000 naira per day. Now, always make sure you do multiple testing. Okay, when you go to the viral ads program, you're going to see how to do multiple testing. Always make sure you do at least 2 to 3 multiple tests, if not, every day. At the end of the day, don't worry. You're going to see that ad that is going to give you crazy, crazy, crazy results. All right, and then you check performance daily, every single day. Personally, for me, I check by 11 p.m. Every single day by 11 p.m. You should actually start checking the performance for your ads. If the ad is giving you anywhere as from 2,900 naira, or let me take my one at 2,500 naira. If any ad is giving me sales as 2,500 naira and above, I turn it off. But if it's giving me sales anywhere below 2,500 naira, some even give me sales as low as 300 naira, as low as 500 naira, as low as 200 naira. So if it's giving me sales at a very, very cheap and affordable rate, I'll just leave it. So set up as much ads as you can possibly handle. And another key indicator is that don't let your ads go off. Okay? Don't let your ads go off at all. That's another key indicator. You need to actually put it to consideration when you're running your ads. All right. Now, if you want to scale an ad, I'm going to give you two methods right now. If you want to scale an ad that is giving you sales, personally for me, if I'm doing it for a client most times, I increase it by 20 to 30%. Let's assume an ad is giving me sales and it's 3,000 naira per day. If it's giving me crazy results, I just basically increase it to like 3,300 naira per day. If the next day I come back, it's giving me results, I can now increase it to 4,000 naira per day. I don't increase ads from 3,000 naira to 10,000 naira all of a sudden. It's going to shock the ad. When I say shock, I mean if you have a child and that child is a baby, you give the child pap or breast milk, right? You don't just switch from pap or breast milk to akara, or you just switch to pando all of a sudden. No, that child's system is going to struggle. In animal science, we say introduce creep feed. What are creep feeds? Creep feeds are basically food that you give to the animal before you detach the animal from the mother. All right. Same thing with ads. If you introduce a higher budget more than what that ad is used to, that ad is going to get shocked. And one of the things you don't want to ever happen to your campaign is for your campaign to get shocked. Like you don't ever want that stuff to happen to your campaign. Okay. Now, when somebody buys from you once, I'm almost done. Step 6. When somebody buys from you once, don't just stop at that. Still continue to find ways to make them buy over and over again. And that's exactly what gives you your profit. What gives you your profit is not that 2,000 naira course you sold to them or that 3,000 naira course you sold to them. What basically gives you your profit is the upsell. When I say upsell, what am I talking about? I'm basically talking about, you are selling something for 2,000 naira, somebody buys, and then you are trying to sell something for 20,000 naira to that person, for 30,000 naira to that person. That in itself is an upsell. So you also need to focus on your upsell too. Okay. So don't stop at one sale. You can, send follow-up email, send a thank you message, and then chip in the fact that, send a thank you message and then chip in the fact that, you are actually said you have another product for sale. Give them a bonus gift, and when they are enjoying that bonus, you show them that you have another product for sale, and offer and make sure this product you are offering to them is always related to the first product they bought. Let me come again. Make sure these products you are selling to them is always related to the first products they bought, or else you yourself is going to struggle to sell it to them. All right. So that is just the process to go about, getting ads that give you crazy results. If you are starting out, my golden rule is that never you ever spend more than 50,000 naira per day. Never you spend more than 50,000 naira per day in, let me say, in a particular ad account. All right. If you are just starting out, but if you've gotten a good number of sales, then you can now increase it to more than 50,000 naira per day. The reason is because this ad is like a child. If you are a parent on the call, you know that, oh, your child can actually be very, very fine this minute. The child is playing football this minute. The child is running up and down this minute, running up and down, watching Dora the Explorer, enjoying life. But you just decided to go to the market, and then they are calling you that your child is shaking, the temperature is very, very high. Same thing with ads. So why you don't want to spend too much money when you are just starting out is because, especially for direct sales ads like this, that ad is going to actually do well. But the moment you increase the budget like this, maybe you are doing 2K per sale, 1,500 naira per sale, 1,400 naira per sale. That ad can just fall sick and start doing 10,000 naira per sale. One day I woke up and my ad was doing 19,000 naira and 1 and 9. that ad is crazy. I was doing 19,000 naira per sale. These are and many more some of the things that happen when you overscale ads. All right. So guys, drop the questions that you have for me because we don't have time. You said we should add a sense of urgency by creating a time-bound offer. Then you said we shouldn't stop ads. Time-bound offers should have stop dates, don't they? For this kind of ad, what I majorly do is I tell them that they should buy now because they may not see the ad again. All right. If your products have an end date, maybe it's a step-by-step class, and this class that you are doing, it has a start date and it has an end date, then just then and then you can add maybe time bound to it and all. But if it does not have an end date, like viral ads that I'm currently selling, all right, what I do tell them is that you should buy it now because they are not going to see my ad again. And that's the truth. Most of the time, they will not see the ad again. That's the kind of urgency that I use. And most of the time, I also want to state is that any product you are running on for sales, always make sure you do like 10,000 sales in 1 year. All right, you can easily do 1,000 sales in a month. It's very, very easy. All right, if you want to scale low, if you really want to scale, you could do like 1,000 sales in a month. What I do is I scale a campaign to 50K per month. If it's doing well, I go and create another counter campaign in another ad account. Okay, I'm going to create another counter ad campaign in another ad account, and create a competition for that ad. If that one is going to 50K per day, I'll move it again to another campaign. That's how I moved my campaign to different ad accounts because anything can happen to your ad account. For example, that my Facebook account that I was taking down, over 20 ad accounts are connected to it. In fact, all my clients had money inside that ad account when it was taken down. So you don't want that to happen to you or to your brand. Can you buttress on Meta Ads Manager setup? Of course I can. All right. The basic thing is your targeting. All right. Your targeting should not be less than 20 years. Don't go and target 18 and 19 years. That's number one. And then number two, don't go and do all those complex targeting. Pay 50K to do target audience setup for me. No, don't go and do all those complex targeting. As simple as location and age. For just choose Lagos, put the age there, 20 to something, maybe 20 to 50 years or 20 to 80 years, or sorry, or 22 to 45 years. All those age range, you'll be surprised at the kind of results that you're going to get. How can I get more views on my page with ads? Run this kind of ad I'm talking about. All those things that I'll be shouting about on the call. Practice them, and your page is going to get massive visibility. In 1 month, I was able to move my page from like 1,500 to 3,000 on Instagram because of just this simple method I just shared with us. Okay. So, guys, if you I've said my own principle, my own strategies and techniques that I use to hit a lot of numbers for my digital products every single month. All right. Now, what I want you to do is just go and practice as much as you can. And when you have questions, do well to reach out. Let me come again. Go out there, practice as much as you can. And when you have questions for me, do well to reach out. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I actually want to now move to the second aspect of this session. All right. I actually want to now move to the second aspect of this session. Yeah, I'm going to be talking about what to do if you want to run ads for businesses. When I say run ads for business, I'm not talking about the 50K ads for businesses or the 100K ads for businesses. I mean, real businesses that survive based on ads. How can you take up ad gigs and work for them? All right. If it is something you're interested in, you can stay on the call. But if you're not interested in this one, you could simply skip the call. All right. Send your questions to me, my DM. I'm going to respond, but not immediately. Okay. Does this work for products? Yes, it works for products. But if it's an e-commerce setup, you actually need to study your industry. Yes, there are generic ads strategies for both e-commerce and digital products. But then I don't advise you to go and use your digital products formats to try to sell e-commerce. No, always study the industry through the Facebook ads library and also through the Instagram reels I showed you guys. All right. Always study the industry and then find out which one would actually work for you. All right. Now, guys, if you actually want to start running ads for different brands in different countries, you will stay on the call. I'm digital CG and I've worked for a lot of brands, both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. For example, I've worked with Analytics in the UK, you can Google them. I've worked with Crest Pharmacy in the UK, you can also look them up. I've worked with Luxus Aura and so many other business and brands here in Nigeria. Sorry, I'm rushing. I just want to be off this call by 9 p.m. Okay. Now, the thing about learning how to run ads for businesses is that, see, the truth is that you are not tied down to a particular industry. There is nothing like, I can run ads for e-commerce, or I can run ads for healthcare, I cannot run ads for skincare, or I can run ads for digital tradings, and I cannot run ads for physical boot camps, or I can run ads for electricals and real estate. I cannot run ads for betting. As long as you already have a generic overview of what it takes to run ads and how to carry out your research, trust me, you can work for just any industry and bang crazy results. Okay. Now, guys, now this is a brand I work with every single week. This guy sends $1,000 down to us here in Nigeria, and we run his ads. And you could see we worked with him for over a year, because if you minus tax, if you minus tax, this is how much we've been able to spend on his ads in just 1 year. And every single business owner that you see out there have a problem, and their major problem is, how can I get more sales? Okay, every single business owner you see out there, you always have a problem. And the major problem they always have is, how can I get more sales? All right. Now, this is an opportunity for us ads guys, because we know that even if business owners they are making 10 million naira as pure profits per month, they will be more than willing to break their bank account to hire somebody that can give them more profits. And like I always say, Nigeria is big. Nigeria is very, very big. You can sell your digital product to so many people. All right. And you are going to make a good amount of money, because you're actually solving real life problems for real life businesses. Okay. So, guys, I actually want to introduce to you the Facebook Ads Mastery Program. As you can see here, we spent over $20,000 on ads for this particular client. And as you can see here, too, for the clients in Nigeria, we spent over 5 million naira on their ads. As you can see here, we spent over 1.6 million naira on these ads for a client in Nigeria. All right, and over $1,000 for a client here outside Nigeria. Okay, now with this method, you wake up every morning knowing fully well that you can use your ad skill comfortably to sell your digital products. You can use your ad skill to sell your physical products. You can use your ad skill to sell your services. And you can use your ad skill to work for other business owners and get paid while doing so. All right. So, guys, this journey is not an easy journey. It's not something you just start today and you start getting results today. Yes, if you want to run ads for your own personal business, you can start today and you start getting results tomorrow morning. But it's not always the same as working for your business and working for other people's business. In fact, and working for different multiple business owners. All right. It is not always the same thing. Okay. This is, I started my journey when I was 100 level, and I was always moving up and down looking for free Wi-Fi in Uniben. Back then, GT Bank used to give all of us free Wi-Fi. And that is actually what most of us use to scale our gains. As you can see my picture on your screen. And as you can also see another of my picture on your screen. All right. This is my friend Louis. Louis took the 30 days Facebook Ads Mastery Program. And he was able to give himself crazy results, because I'm talking about his own personal business now, not a business for his clients. He was able to give himself crazy results because he got tired of selling. Because social media is big. As long as what you are selling is valuable and is scalable, you could always sell to as much persons as possible. All right. Now, this is another guy, Chooks. Chooks was able to, he was selling a product, and over 904 people over 904 people sent him a message telling him that they are actually ready, or telling him that they actually want to buy his product. Okay, over 904 people choose how to shut down this ad. And you could say, okay, is it only people that are running ads for themselves? This is my own personal testimonial. Okay, her name is Nancy. For the past 3 years, I've been working for Nancy, helping her run her ads. She sells digital products. I've been working for her, helping her run her ads, and making sure she gets crazy results each time she runs her ads. Currently, she's not, she's not in Nigeria anymore. Okay, now there is no pressure at all. If you want to actually remain running ads for yourself, maybe spending 1 million or two every single month, you are guaranteed to succeed with the viral ads program. But if you really want to go a little bit forward to start taking your skill to other business owners, then you really need to stay on this call, because the 30 days Facebook Ads Mastery Program covers a whole lot of stuff. All right. Day one, you're going to learn how to get familiar with ads. Day two, you're going to learn how to carry out ads research like a pro. Day 3, how to set up crazy target audience for different businesses. Day 4, how to run engagement ads the proper way, because in day 5, you're going to be using that thing learned in day 4 to set up ads for online and offline agencies. What am I talking about? Because you yourself right now, you are a one-man agency. As long as you're rating for this program, you're a one-man agency. So by day 5, you already know what to do in order for you to run ads and get your own personal results as a one-man agency. And then in day 6, you'll be introduced to running foreign ads. What should you do if you want to run ads for brands and businesses outside Nigeria? And then in day 7, you'll be introduced to how to run lead generation ads the proper way, because you need a WordPress website. That's what you're going to be learning in day 8, how to set up a WordPress website by yourself. In day 9, that WordPress website you just set up, how can I use it to build a landing page, a professional landing page? Because if you want to be working for clients, trust me, you cannot be using Seller. If you want to be working for clients, trust me, guys, you cannot be using Seller. In day 10, you're going to learn how to set up a tracking pixel. Anybody that comes to your website and take an action, how can you track them on your Facebook account? How to use those tracking pixels to set up ads. That's what you're going to be learning in day 11. And in day 12, you'll be learning how to get winning creatives like a pro. In day 13, this is important if you are working for clients that spend a lot of money on ads. In day 13, you're going to be learning how to scale campaigns from 0 to over 300K per day. All right. For example, there is a brand I currently work with when it comes to ads. They run ads in the UK and they spend 400 pounds, 400 pounds per day. So if you're handling this kind of campaign, at first, I must confess, I nearly ran mad. I nearly ran mad. I nearly ran mad when I was handling that campaign. All right. And also in day 14, you will now go deep into copywriting, because you can get results without learning this day 14. But if you want your results to really, really skyrocket, trust me, you need that copywriting. If you want your results to really, really skyrocket, you need the copywriting. And then in day 15, you learn video ad scripting. How do you actually script videos that give people crazy, crazy results? In day 16, you get more creative ideas to make your ads better, because running ads for 1 month is not the problem. If you want to know a good advertiser, is somebody that can get results for more than 1 month over and over and over and over and over again. Day 17, how to create a sales page. Day 18, client attraction process. And day 19, for those of us who like me that are in the corporate world, me, I do 9 to 5, but I currently do how many 9 to 5? I currently do 9 to 5. I do 9 to 5, like, man, I don't joke with my 9 to 5. All right. So you're going to be learning LinkedIn optimization for ads expert, because 9 to 5 is a sure way to make money. Whether the brand make profit or not, they will pay you. That's why I like 9 to 5. All right. Then in day 20, how to set up ads to attract clients or people that don't want to do 9 to 5. Day 21, how to smash online interviews, because whether you are doing 9 to 5 or you are not doing 9 to 5, you need to be able to smash online interviews. 22, how to apply for corporate jobs and win. 23, how to script direct sales ads. And day 24, custom conversion. What is custom conversion? It's used to track how many people bought from your website and what the bought or the website. Okay. Now, day 25, how to set that custom conversion that you created, that direct sales ad that you created, how can you scale it and get better results? Day 26, how to smash sales call. Day 27 and day 28, you'll be talking about YouTube ads. Day 29 and 30, you'll be getting all your bonuses and mentorship live course. All right. Now, guys, is that or no? You'll be getting access to the SMM bootcamp, the one-on-one weekly mentorship session, and also you'll be introduced to what we call, or what I call rather, the bidding program. All right. You'll be introduced to what I call the bidding program. Okay. So this is somebody that's currently in the program and she has been getting crazy results. She was spending $350 for a client and she was getting just 10 entries. Now she's spending $19.32 and she's getting 16 entries. All right. She applied the same thing on YouTube ads and she was able to get crazy results. Okay. This is Matthew. Matthew was able to get crazy. In fact, this Matthew's client is not in Nigeria. Manshu was able to get crazy visibility for his clients. All right. Now, guys, if you ask me how much you're going to pay every day for the next 30 days to be able to take this program, let's assume you're paying 5,000 naira every single day. That is about 150,000 naira per month. Now, let's assume you're paying 3,000 naira every single day. That is 90,000 naira per month. Now, let's also assume you are paying 2,000 naira every single day. That is 60,000 naira per month. Let's assume you're paying 1,000 naira every single day. That is 30,000 naira per month. But if you want to register today, all right, you're going to get it at just 19,900 naira. All right, if you want to register, you're going to get it at just 19,900 naira. So 19,900 naira for 7 days is roughly about 750 naira. For 30 days, rather, it's roughly about 750 naira. Okay, now 19,900 naira is not a small amount of money. But it's not a big money either because it cannot get you a nice sneakers. Number one, yes, it cannot get you a nice sneakers. If you want to buy very very expensive sneakers, it can't get that for you. It cannot get you a good gown. If you want to go out with your guy, maybe your guy Didi, and you want to buy a very very sexy gown, it cannot get it for you. Okay, if you want to buy a modern jean trousers, it can't get it for you. And if you want to get a decent Orambo 40,000 mAh power bank, it can't also get it for you. All right. And hey, I must confess, all of these things I've mentioned, you don't need me to learn all of them. You can actually go on YouTube and start finding ways to learn them all by yourself. But the only difference is that with me, it's going to be faster because you're not getting any cut and deal method. You're not getting any shortcuts. You're simply getting what I do. All of these things I've mentioned from the 1 to the 30 is what I do. And in 30 days, if you want to rush your 30 days, you want to finish everything in 1 day. You want to finish everything in 1 week. You want to finish everything in 12 days. Yes, you can. All right, that's just the difference. Okay. And if you are interested, this is the account number that you're going to pay to. And please, when you are sending your screenshot of payments to me, that's my number on the screen. When you are sending your screenshot of payments to me, please, and please, ensure, all right, ensure you send your email to so that immediately after this call, we're going to end this call before 9 p.m. Immediately after this call, we will just add you to the group chat and give you access to the program via your email. Okay? So this is the account number that you have to pay to. Once you make payment, send screenshot of payment to me and you'll be granted access to the program. Also, for those of you that will say, oh, I cannot register now. Can I register next time? No, don't wait to register next time because you don't even know when next we're going to have this live class. All right. So I'm giving you payment options. You can pay on installments. Pay 11,000 naira today. Complete it by next week so you can get access to the program tonight. Or you make your complete 90,900 naira in a one-time payment window. All right. So guys, this is the account number to pay to. And once you're done paying, write it down if you're with your notepad. Take a screenshot if you're not with your notepad. And once you're done making payment, do well, send a screenshot of payment and you'll be added to the program. Okay. Now, guys, if I have any questions, will I get help? Of course, you're going to get help when you have any question. All right. When you have any questions, the mentorship sessions, we have 4 admins there. There's somebody that her job is to make sure they're even going to call you. I don't know. I mean, if you from Vara has received a call. All right. They're going to call you to make sure you are all right and you're getting results in class. What if I know nothing about Facebook as I feel still register? That is the reason why we started with day one. Because in day one, we're walking you through the basics like a child. Okay. Now, I am a student, should I be able to take the program? Don't forget, the person talking to you right now started his own journey as a student. In fact, I am still in my student environment. All right. So I started my own journey too as a student. All right. Are you sure after taking this program I can get anything out of it? Okay. Of course, yes, you can. Okay. Of course, yes, you can because it guarantees you success in 3 ways. Number one, your own business, your own products. Number two, business owners in Nigeria and their own products. And number three, business owners outside Nigeria and their own products. Okay. I don't have a laptop. Can I still do this? Yes. Start with your smartphone and you start getting clients. You actually get a laptop. Now, T is and more is asking for the account number. This is the account number on your screen. 040 89 710 81 Wema Bank Elijah Ebube. 84 040 89 710 81 Elijah Ebule. Please, I'm saying this again. Ensure, ensure you send, ensure you send screenshot of payments. All right. Ensure you send screenshot of payments once you are done. So that it will be very, very easy to add you. Don't just say paid. Send screenshot of payments. All right. All right. Send screenshot of payments and also your email so you can be added immediately. Okay. Somebody has paid already. You know one thing about YouTube calls, it's going to tell you that, oh, 100 people are on the call. But what it actually means is that there are 100 people on the call for my estimate, and there are over 300 people behind us. Some people are like 10 minutes away from us, 5 minutes away from us, 3 minutes away from us. All right. I have just 4 minutes to remain there. Okay. So you can remember, guys, you can pay on installments if you don't want to miss out on the window. You could actually pay 11,000 naira in two installments, and then you pay 19,900 naira in a one-time payment window. All right. This is my final slide for tonight. This is the account number on your screen. If you want to take advantage, you know. Also, if you have questions after this call, feel free to reach out. Okay. If you have questions for me outside this call, always feel free to reach out. Okay. Okay, the other slot has been taken. Yesterday 13 slots were taken. All right. 13 slots were taken yesterday, and currently we are over almost, we're not up to, we're almost 140 right now in the program. And you shouldn't miss out for any reason. I'm going to see you guys in the other side.